Yeah.
I haven't watched all of it yet.
Ooh,
Almost.
they all die. Oh no. Spoiler! Nuclear bomb, it's over.
Spoilers.
Okay, what was your question?
My favorite arc was the River Bridge arc with Zabuza and Haku.
Oh, yeah.
So, do you have like a favorite arc?
I like the arc with Pain. Yeah, that's one of my favorites. Yeah. Thank you so much. You look great.
Great question.
I used to say I do boys, but that came out weird, so. I now say I play boys. No, I do mostly men's voices, unless it's a large-sized woman who works at the DMV, which I'm also very good at. Or someone who smokes a pack a day. That I'm also good at. I mostly do boys' voices. I did a boys' voice for 5 years on a show.
Anatomy of voice actor.
Well, first you have to be an actor. It's kind of hard to just say, be an anime voice actor. I would say take improv classes and take theater classes. Steve Bloom also teaches. He's on my show and every show. He's in 1,000 things. And he's fantastic and he's a good friend. He has a website, and on his website, he explains their lessons and stuff like that. So I would go there. There's also a website called iwannabeavoiceactor.com. And it's D. Bradley Baker's website, I think. And he tells you a lot about how to do that, which is a much better resource than me telling you. But I would say definitely take improv classes.
And can you just say, believe it?
Believe it!
Thank you.
Who do you ship in the Naruto Venom love sphere? What's your favorite ship?
I don't ship.
You don't?
No. No.
That's alright.
Okay. I mean, I do think Naruto and Sasuke are in love, but I don't ship. Next.
Okay, so my question is there is a lot of, I see a lot of emotional scenes, of course, in the anime. How do you keep that emotion from hitting you, those sad parts? Like you were saying earlier, Jiraiya was a very emotional part.
It was.
How do you keep that voice coming out of you when you know that pain is striking so hard?
You don't. You know, as an actor, I think our show is well cast and we have great actors on it. Some shows don't. They have actors that aren't as good. And those shows aren't as good and they sound a little phoned in. All right. So it sounds a little flat. But our show, they take a lot of time to cast really good actors, you know? And so when you do emotional scenes, you draw from your emotions. And I told you this before, and a lot of you have now seen it on YouTube. You've probably seen half the things I say up here you've seen on YouTube. But I had to do the scene where Naruto meets his parents again, his mother again, a week after my own mother passed away. Yeah, and it was horrifying and sad and hard. But it's a great episode because you could feel all that emotion in the character, right? And you know, she comes and then goes away. So you just do it, and then you're kind of drained, to be honest. Like when I did the movie, the first movie, when I was electrocuted. I don't know if you guys saw the first movie. Yeah. I have a pool, and I need to keep the water in it. So I don't know, maybe I'm doing Boruto. So that's, you know, the spin-off. I've only seen like 3 episodes of it. But we just recorded episode 65. But I'm not in all of them, so I don't know how many of those I'm in. I can't remember. But hopefully, maybe, I don't know. Thank you.
Thank you.
Filler? You know, like,
Here we go.
have you ever gotten to any...
I hate the filler, thank you.
Well, have you ever gotten to any filler episode, you know, and like read the script and just think, what did I just read?
We don't get the scripts beforehand.
Okay.
So it's all cold reading, which you have to be a good reader if you want to go into this. Yeah, we don't ever get the scripts. They don't send them to us. It's all cold. So they'll explain what's happening if you forgot or if you need the guidance. But, I don't know if you've ever pretended to have chronic diarrhea for an hour and a half, but that was interesting. That was interesting. Curry in a Hurry. What was it? I don't know. Super Say God, actually. I like that episode. I was trying to learn it and master it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi. Believe it! Just kidding. It's my least favorite quote. Believe it! Hi.
Did you like doing Naruto or playing Principal Perry and Lab Rats?
That's a good question. Well, I enjoyed torturing little children. So Principal Perry was especially gratifying. No. I loved working on Lab Rats. I loved it. Working for Disney on camera is awesome. It's fantastic. It's a miracle. They can do anything. Like, they had me on a tightrope, you know? Like, I was working with live llamas. There was a pig at one point. No, a sheep. It peed when I was filming. Because I asked the director, could I make it like, I love Law and Order, you know? So, I'm kind of addicted. And so I said, let's do this like Law and Order. So I had us sit at a table. I said, can we sit at a table and change the lighting? So it's like harsh and in their face, sort of like this. And so I did, and I would just pound on the table and get right in their face. I love that episode. Thank you. It was fun.
SVU or Criminal Intent, or which one?
Oh, SVU, dude.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'm a D'Onofrio guy. So.
His performance is amazing. Actually, I did that scene like D'Onofrio. You know how he always says this? It's such a weird actor. I love him. He's like, tell me! His face is always sideways. So I was doing that to the kids, right in their face. Oh, we could barely, I'm sure we had 2 hours of overtime on that. So crack them up. Yeah.
Hello.
Hi. I have a question on the Naruto series and on the movies. We only get a little glimpse of what the wedding is. Are we ever going to see a full episode of the whole wedding? Like details? Because they just like,
Yeah, they kind of,
left us hanging like,
right.
and that's
Yeah.
it. I wanna see
I mean,
the whole-
actually, even in the trailer that they have for the,
Yeah.
that's all we have. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
maybe a Naruto?
Maybe. If they do a flashback. Yeah.
It's
Exactly.
almost guaranteed.
I don't know. I think they're setting it up for that because there's a whole chunk where they don't explain that,
Yeah.
right? So I think they did that on purpose so they could leave it so that they could explain that. And as far as I know, Boruto, you know, it's sort of like, I don't know that they have a master plan for Boruto. You know, I think it's just kind of progressing.
Yeah, I
So,
see Naruto.
yeah. If the fans maybe ask for it, I don't know. But in Japan, they're up to what, 100 something? Yeah, it's like 110 episodes in Boruto, so we're way behind. Thank you, Kids Cute. Just the one, not the other. No. You pick. Sophie's choice. Hi. Well, you can. Don't bother. Just do that.
Okay.
You work on your quads.
Naruto.
Naruto.
Well, who's your favorite voice actor? And compare yourself.
Me. I make more money than everybody else. Not much more, by the way. Second favorite character? Choji. Big Choji fan over here for some reason. Don't get that off of there. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Step right up. So weird. I can't see anyone's face. Rasen Shuriken! That wasn't the best. I'm sorry. It's the wine.
Yeah, just a couple more.
Uh-oh, my camera. This is the professional photographer.
So as far as shooting Naruto, you've been shooting it for maybe about 10 plus years. Is there
About
anything-
15, 14
Yeah.
years.
Is there anything that you regret that you had to put on hold because of Naruto?
No. No. I've always done it while I do other stuff. At one point I was doing Naruto, Lab Rats, Shameless. I was recurring on that. And I would go like 4:45 in the morning to Shameless, shoot that until noon, drive from Burbank into Hollywood, which takes about 40 minutes, shoot lab rats. Oh no, I go to Naruto in Burbank from like 1 to 3, then go to lab rats in Hollywood from 3 till 10. Yeah. So that was a busy couple of years. No, they kind of work a little bit around our schedules because we're working by ourselves. Now, if it were other shows where, like Cartoon Network, we record it like a play. So in Naruto, what we do, it's called dubbing. What we do is we have a script in front of us, and then we have the screen in front of us, and the director will explain what's kind of happening, or what has happened, and then they'll play the little bit of the scene that you're about to do, or maybe just a few lines, and with Japanese in it, so I hear that in my headphones. And then they give us 3 beeps, beep, 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 and where the imaginary 4th beep is supposed to be is where you start talking. And then you adjust it from there, like, faster or slower, we might have to add a word or subtract a word, something like that. So it's very technical. Yeah.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thanks for coming. Hey! Hey! What's up, River? Can I call you Riv? Hey, Riv. All right.
What's your thoughts on the new Jump Force game?
I haven't done it. Is that the one with all the characters
Yeah.
from the other shows?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I haven't done it or haven't seen it. They haven't done an English version of it yet, so they haven't approached me with that. And I don't think they're doing the English version because I think it's probably too expensive to get all the English actors like Sean Schimmel and everybody to agree to it, because if one person agrees to do it, the other 2 have to get, it's very complicated. So I'm not sure when that will come out in English, but I hear it's fun. Do you play it?
Ma'am?
Do you play it?
Oh, yeah.
You do?
We just got an Xbox One.
Oh, is it good?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay, if you ever hear English, tweet me, because that's not my voice. Some kid came up to me at a convention, they're like, look at this cool app. I was like, oh, that's neat, they stole my voice. But that hasn't happened very much. So. Enjoy. Who's your favorite character in it?
On Jump Force?
Yes.
Well, obviously Naruto.
Thank God. Good answer, River. No.
I just want to know if there was any other anime
No. No. Yeah, no. I mean, if they pay me, I'll do it, sure. I'm not kidding. But, no, I'm not, I don't watch anime. Except for my shows. Yeah. I wasn't ever like I'm an anime fan. I just kind of happened into it. So, like all these people that I sit with at these conventions or even do a panel with, like I have no idea. Like My Hero Academia, no idea. I heard it's a great show. I'm gonna have to watch it.
Yes.
Maybe on the plane. I can set a Law and Order again. What'd you say? There's spoilers? Well, shut your ears if you haven't seen the whole thing. Really?
How did you feel when Kawaki said Naruto where he said the son of the body?
How'd I feel? Fantastic. Yeah.
And what did you think of Madara?
What do I think of Madara? What do you mean?
Like as a whole character?
Oh, I love that character. Yeah, it's very complex. I like anybody who's like a complex character, even if they're evil. Yes. Speaking of which, no, I'm kidding.
Alright, so this will be the last one.
Doesn't she look the least evil person we know?
I was wondering what you thought of your relationship with Sakura. What were your thoughts on that?
Hubba hubba! No. I don't know, she's pretty cute. Yeah, well, there's nothing wrong with a little slapping around. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I really did think, I was surprised by his pairing with Hinata. That was a shocker to me. If anybody besides Sasuke, of course. I thought it would be Sakura. Just because that scene where it was, you know, that's a good twist. Sort of that whole, you know, thing where you're, you know, you really like someone, but that comes out in other ways.
Right. Thank you.
In TV. Like moonlighting if you're 900 years old. Like, I was trying to think, you know why I was stalling? Because I was trying to think of an example like that, and I can't. Oh, Bones. Don't they kind of do that on that show? Yeah, it's like, you're in love, but they're not. Right? Something like that.
Well, thank you all for your great questions, and I know that we all enjoyed having you. We hope you'll come back to Corpus Christi.
I hope I'll see more
amazing.
of Corpus Christi. I haven't
Absolutely.
seen it. I haven't seen it. Go to the harbor?
Go to Whataburger before there's a riot.
Where?
Whataburger.
Oh, Whataburger!
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I wanted to get some like Texas queso. Isn't that what y'all have here? Queso? Where should I go for that? Oh, we have tacos. ¿Listos?
There you go.
¿Dónde está? Ahí. Is it really good queso? Okay. Promise? All right. I'll see you there at 6:30.
There we go. Thank you all for coming out. Let's see you in the
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Woo!